Hello yoga friends. We'll be doing a video on a little bit more intense postures today. So being mindful that yoga at any level can be strenuous on your body. So take into consideration any extra sensations or areas of your body you may be taking care of today. And please make choices that work the best for your body. Yoga is always at your own risk, but with these intense postures, you always may feel extra sensations than you might normally feel. So just take that all into consideration and make the best choices for your body. So if you know that you like a more gentle, restorative, or chair yoga practice, this would not be for you. If you've been practicing yoga for a long time and you're wondering what maybe the next step is, then join me today. And as always, you're welcome to choose any postures that feel the best for your body. There will just be some extra intense options today. So find your yoga mat, choose any blocks or straps or any extra props that you might want. We may have extra fun with Bella. We'll see how life goes today. So choosing any comfortable seated position. If it feels okay to sit in our hero's pose, we'll relax our hips on our heels, let our shoulders relax, feel the spine grow tall. With our shoulders resting by our side, let's inhale and send palms to the sky. Exhaling, thumbs to the heart. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, resting. Let's find one more. Inhaling, tall. Exhaling down. I'm going to stretch one arm out ahead of us. Reach it over, you pat yourself on the back and then squeeze that shoulder in. We're going to loosen up some of the joints, preparing our body for maybe some more extra sensations than we're used to. We're going to send the arm behind us, roll it in, rest the hand at the lower back and pull the shoulder blade back. Resting that arm, the other arm reaches forward, pat yourself on the back, hug that in if you want a little extra stretch. Take a moment to breathe. Now send the arm behind us, roll that in, hand at the lower back, shoulder reaching back. And then from here, pulling the body to one side, lifting the ribs on the inhale, add a little twist on the exhale. Moving to neutral, rotating to the other side, lengthening and twisting. Let's find our way back to center. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhaling, thumbs in. We're going to find all fours, get the body to have a little release. Inhaling cow, exhaling cat, flowing through our breath, choosing your body's range of motion, your body's pace of movement, and then maybe we find neutral and add a little side to side stretching, shoulders towards the hips, a little release in our spine. As we find our way into neutral, we're going to send one heel out behind us, lengthen through the leg, opposite arm reaches forward. And then we're going to stretch and reach for a moment, bending and pulling the heart open. Maybe the arm comes back, and we get a little extra stretch in our hip flexor, expanding the lungs. Let's trade sides. The other heel reaches back, opposite arm reaches forward. May we find that length and hang out. We can bend and open. Can send the arm back, finding the shin, lifting and expanding. Really just opening where you feel a good stretch and lift and reach. Then as we relax, let's find our way into child's pose and get our shoulders to release. Arms stretching to one side, opening the ribs. Arms over to the other side. We're just warming up the body, moving to neutral, inhaling kneeling plank. Find that lift in the collarbone, lift through the ribs, lift through the belly. Exhaling elbows in towards the rib cage. As we relax our hips, our heart opens to cobra. Exhaling, releasing back. Finding a moment to rest. Choosing a downward dog. Maybe pulling one thigh forward, the other thigh back. Creating just a little release through our legs as we breathe. We can stay with the pedaling movement. We can send one leg up to the sky, thigh and hip up, and then rest it down. The other leg up to the sky, thigh and hip, open up, resting down. Just do that a couple more times. Pull through the arch, that palm, middle space in your palm to take any pressure off your wrist. Get the body open and releasing. And we'll send our hands towards our feet. Let our bodies relax. Any variation of forward fold you're feeling good about. Maybe your head and neck get a little release up and down. Maybe a little release side to side. Let's draw the arms over to one side. Feel your side ribs open. Draw the arms all the way over to the other side. We'll inhale, lift up. Round the heels, inhale all the way. Exhale, swan diving down. Send the right leg forward, left heel back. That back knee releases just for a bit. We're just gonna add a little hamstring stretching, hips reaching back, hips reaching forward, inhaling forward, exhaling back. Choosing your body's range of motion, your body's pace of movement, whatever works the best today. Let's add a twist, pulling the ribs open and relaxing it. Do a couple more. Inhale, opening, exhale, resting. One more. Inhaling, exhaling. Let's trade legs. Front foot reaches back, back heel reaches forward. Inhaling, hips open, exhaling, hips back. So we're just getting some release through our joints, getting our body to find a little relaxation. As our hips come back, maybe hang out just for a moment and breathe. We're drawing into our lunge, twisting and lifting. Open on the inhale, exhaling in. Inhaling, open, exhaling in. One more, open and release. Back to downward dog, stretching out our legs. Now from here, we're gonna have a little flow with side plank option to wild thing. So with the right leg lifting up to the sky, exhaling right thigh to the rib cage. Inhaling, pinky toe to the floor, left arm opens to the sky. Exhaling in and back to three-legged dog, and then inhaling, lifting open the wild thing. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lifting. Exhaling to the knee forward, inhaling, find that side plank, exhaling back, and then inhaling wild thing. Do that 1 more time. Inhaling right leg up, exhaling in. Inhaling the side plank, exhaling back, inhaling wild thing. Open legs, take a moment to breathe. Maybe rest in child's pose to give your shoulders, your wrists just a little break, resting in through our exhales. Take a moment to breathe. Returning to downward dog, trading sides, left leg to the sky, exhaling forward. Inhaling that funky side plank, reaching back to three-legged dog, left foot opens us up to wild thing. Moving back, exhaling in, inhaling open, exhaling all the way back, find that wild thing. Let's do 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale the side plank. Exhaling that. And then we'll inhale to wild thing. And then we're resting. Find that child's pose. And give your fingers, your wrists, just a little relaxation. Take a moment to breathe. You can play with your puppy dog. Give your puppy dog a little cuddles. Then maybe the arms stretch over to one side. And maybe over towards the other side. Let's find our way back to the center and relax. Now we're going to send our right foot wide outside of our right hand. Feel that relaxation. Hello, Bella. Sit, sit, sit. Thank you. Now we're going to inhale, hips and heart forward. You're going to have the option to have that back toe up or down. We're going to push the hips back, draw the hips forward. Being mindful that the hip, knee, and toe in the front all find that same range of motion, so your patella is still on the tibia femur track as you reach back and forth. Now as your palms feel release under your shoulders, we can hang out, doing a little extra relaxation. Elbows come under. Elbows come under the shoulders, pushing into the forearms. Feel that length at the top of the head, reaching away from the shoulders towards the thumbs, and breathe. Now we'll send our palms back underneath us. Now from here, we're gonna inhale, right foot up towards the sky. Knee towards the shoulder. Inhaling, right leg up. Exhaling, right knee to the shoulder. So you can continue this. You can begin to add an arm balance. Pulling the thigh up to the elbow, reaching it back. Maybe the back thigh floats, maybe it doesn't. Just a couple more. Now the next time we come forward, you can stay with the knee bent, or we can stretch both legs out. And then release. Back to child's pose and rest. Give your wrist and fingers just a little bit of movement. Maybe draw the arms over to one side and then over towards the other side. Let's rest in the middle. So we're taking just a moment to breathe, always returning to our breath. If we are not feeling our breath, always take a moment to relax. So let's return to our downward dog now with the left side. Left thigh up, exhaling, left knee forward. So the back knee is up or down. We're gonna move the hips forward, hips back. Again, find that patella movement, reaching towards the toes, towards the hips, flowing just a bit, back and forth, finding that release as we breathe. We're going to sink our hips back just a bit, relax the shoulders, sink our ribs forward, and then rest onto the elbows. Pulling the heart to the thumbs, breathing here, feeling that stretch through the body, resting into the breath. Let's lengthen back the arms, take the front foot all the way up to the sky on the inhale. And then exhaling, knee towards the shoulder. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, drawing forward. So you're feeling just a little stretch and rest into the breath. Now, if you're feeling pretty good about it, maybe we start to bend the elbow in the front, rest the thigh on the upper arm, and then maybe that back leg floats. Maybe it does not. Now as we come forward, we're going to have the option just hang out here with the bent knee. Maybe we stretch both legs towards straight, and then we release that. And rest in child's pose. Give your shoulders a break, give your wrists, your hands a break. Being thankful our body's allowing us to move today, and rest into the breath. When we're ready, downward dog, inhaling right foot to the sky, exhaling right foot forward. Let's find our warrior two. Arms reaching one. Lifting the ribs on the inhale, outer hip engaged, belly engaged, shoulders resting as we breathe. We're going to roll the arms just a bit. Rolling in circles through the wrist, through the elbow, through the shoulders, getting that rest into the breath. Taking the front palm, reaching it up, rolling the back arm in, back hand reaching towards the front thigh, top arm reaching back, pulling the front thigh forward, pulling the top arm back, sinking into our tailbone, continuing to breathe. We're going to take the front arm forward, pulling the heart open. And then we can hang out here. If you like the bind, you're going to send the front hand under to meet the back hand, opening the chest. We can stay here. If you want to try the bird of paradise, wiggling the back heel in, maybe a couple steps in. Find a place where that back heel can begin to take on the weight of the body. Lower belly helps to pull the front leg up, lengthening with as much control as possible. And then front knee can stay bent, front heel can extend, stretching towards straight. Now we're going to come out the way we came in. Front foot finds the ground, back heel reaches back to that side angle, opening the chest. And our arms relax, we'll add a twist, turning to the side, and then all the way back. Choose child's pose, downward dog, let your body breathe. Maybe that left heel reaches up to the sky. Left foot finds its way forward into our lunge. Winding to our warrior two. Arms reaching wide. Heart lifts, shoulders relax. Take a moment to breathe. Rolling through the arms. Get the joints relaxed. You know what's coming. There's them on the other side. So lots of options for your body. What your body allows today. Now the front palm opens back. Roll the back shoulder in. Back arm reaches forward. Maybe it finds the front thigh. Reaching, open, drawing the thigh forward. Feeling that stretch. And reach as we breathe. Just where we're feeling a good stretch. Now we're going to take the top arm, reach it forward, lift the lungs. Exhale, sinking in. And again, you can roll the front shoulder in, feel the hands join, open the chest, keep, and then the front foot takes on the weight, the back heel comes in, back heel takes on the weight, lower belly like your cat backing, picks up the torso. Feeling that reach through the spine. Front knee stays bent, or front heel extends out towards straight. And we're going to come back the way we came in. Front foot feels the ground. Back heel finds its way to warrior two. Opening the chest. Relaxing the arms. Find our way to lunge. Maybe we're twisting, opening through the heart. And then we return. Child's pose or downward dog. Taking a moment to breathe. We're going to work on some balancing. So we're going to start with a standing pigeon option to fly your pigeon. One foot feels the ground. The other ankle, if you want to fly your pigeon, needs to come above the knee. Toes reaching in, lower belly reaching in, inner thighs reaching in, and lifting up. So we ground into our palms. Shoulders relax. Lifting on the inhale, exhaling, tailbone comes back. Feeling that release through your outer thigh and hips, shoulders relaxing, finding that breath. So we can stay in this variation of pigeon. You can draw fingertips to the floor. You can start to rest your palms to the floor and bend the elbows so you can create a shelf for your shin. And then maybe the back toe floats, maybe the back heel extends. And if you've lengthened out, we'll come back. Pull the lower belly in, stretch the front leg towards straight, palms lifting up. Now from here, we're going to send peace fingers to big toe or thigh or shin, you can choose. We can let the opposite arm of the lifted leg reach out, maybe a counterbalance. Lower belly comes in, and maybe we draw the knee up towards the sky. Inner thighs engage, lower belly engage. Maybe the front heel stretches forward, hanging out, or maybe we open out to the side and stretch. And come back in anytime you're ready. Hug the thigh in towards the chest and lengthen up the spine. And then we release. Let's trade legs. Trying on the other side. So I'm going to do this part a little sideways so you can see the back leg. And now some days, one side works better than the other. Who knows what my body's going to give. So we're trading legs. The other thigh to the floor. Flexing ankle above the knee. Inner thighs reach in. Lower belly reaching in. Ground the palms. Inhale, lifting. Exhaling, tailbone back. Sinking in. Find that place of release. Then we're going to have options, send fingertips to the floor. Maybe our palms ground, we bend the elbows, finding that space for the front leg to find a shelf. Maybe the back toe floats. Maybe the back heel extends. You can come back out the way you came in. Relaxing here, lower belly, picking us up. And then same option. Maybe the peace fingers find the big toe, the other arm finds reach out to the side. Lower belly kicks in. You can pull the knee up to the sky, find neutral hips, front heel extending, hanging out, or outer hip opens. I'm going to come back in, bend the knee, and then find that cradle of baby, lifting up the chest. And then we'll relax. Shake out those joints. Give a little bit of wiggle. From chair pose, we're gonna inhale, lift up tall, exhale, find the chair, shoulders release. We're gonna hook an elbow on one side, pulling the spine tall on the inhale, rotating heart to thumbs on the exhale, and breathe. Come back to the center, inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, back to chair. Lower belly comes in. Reaching over to the other side, lengthen on the inhale, rotate through the exhale. Take a moment to breathe. Come back to the center. Now you can come up onto the balls of the feet. And then from here, we're gonna hook, lengthen, and twist. Now you can stay here, balancing on the toes. You can ground the palms. Feel that elbow bending to make the shelf. And maybe the toes float. Maybe you rest the head. Top foot can reach up to the sky for fallen angel. And then relax back up. I'm going to take a moment to find yoga squat, just to relax our hips and breathe. And ground the heels. Let's inhale tall. Exhaling back in to our chair. Lower belly in, wiggling the toes. Take a moment to breathe. Let's lift up our heels. Come to the balls of the foot, hooking the elbow on the other side. So now we're lengthening and twisting. And again, one side of the body might twist, be a little bit more relaxed than the other side. We're gonna let the palms ground, the elbows bend. We're gonna feel the lower belly kick in, maybe rest the head, and then the top leg can lift. And then we'll rest in our child's pose, relaxing the shoulders, releasing the ribs, the head, and neck, and breathe. Now with our spine tall, we're gonna bring our legs out ahead of us. Feel just a little rocking in our hips, side to side. From here, we're gonna take one ankle above the knee. Take a deep breath. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, maybe fold forward and rest the shoulders. Take a few deep breaths. Inhale, lift the heart tall, palms to the heart. Let's twist, hooking the elbow, pulling the heart to the thumbs. Sweep. The other side. Ankle above the knee, exhale, resting forward. You can twist here, pulling the ribs over to the thumbs. Take a moment to breathe. As we come back to the center, we're going to have the option for a lotus pose. So you can bend the knee as tight as it will go. From here, pronate, plantar flex the ankle so that your pinky toe can rest into your hip crease. And if this hip and knee, you're feeling pretty good about it, let's bend the other knee in. Try to get as much flexion in the knee as possible. Keep the knees safer. And then when you find that full lotus position, palms can ground, shoulders rest, lower belly comes in, and then we're gonna float the tailbone up and relax. Let's trade sides. So the other knee folds in, pull the belly in. Now we're gonna plantar flex the ankle, getting that pinky toe to rest in the hip crease. If our knee and hip are happy, we can flex the knee on the other side, try to get as much flexion as we can, and then drawing the ankle, pinky toe. Then try that scale pose again, ground the palms, lower belly comes in, we're gonna float, and then relax. And let's lengthen out the legs, rock the hips a bit side to side. Inhale, lift the heart, exhale, relax forward. From a kneeling position, we send our fists to our lower belly, lift the ribs, sink forward. So you're gonna feel that psoas release. We're gonna hang out here, or you're gonna have a more intense option. Wrists can come underneath the shoulders, fingertips reaching back. So maybe our elbows Reach and find that spot in between your ribs and your belly or your hips. And you're finding that balancing point so you can seesaw and lengthen up the legs. All right. All right, so we're inhaling to the front of the mat. Inner thighs engage, lower belly engage. And then release onto our spine, kind of sideways, so you can see what's happening. We're gonna release our feet wide, give our knees just a little windshield wipering side to side. Outer hips relaxing, lower back releasing. Now we're gonna find our way into bridge pose. Heels sliding under the knees, in line with the hips, fingertips underneath us. Shoulders grounding. Inhaling thighs, hips and ribs up. Maybe you want to intensify the posture and draw interlace the knuckles. Hang out here. We can pull the lower belly in and lift up to shoulder stand, pulling feet up to the sky. Maybe we feel like a plow. Maybe we're pulling our knees in wide by our ears. And then as our spine rests down, we can find our wheel pose. Palms by the ears, lower belly kicks in. Inhale, the heart opens, and we stretch out. And then we relax, shoulders down. Let the feet go wide, knees releasing side to side, and breathe. Now if we moved, throw those extra fun postures today. We're going to send one thigh to the heart, one leg lengthens towards straight. Let's rotate the spine, shoulders and hips relaxing in opposite direction. Get a little release here through the breath. When you're ready, let's trade legs, hugging the other thigh in, extending through the opposite leg. Getting puppy kisses, exhaling across the body, shoulders and hips resting away from each other. And we'll come back to the center. Send both thighs to the chest, feel the spine grounding. Maybe add that rocking movement side to side as we breathe. As we relax in, shoulders rest. Take a moment to breathe. We're lengthening out the body, finding our position of rest. If you have a little baby puppy dog or a kitty cat that's been playing with you, let them rest in your belly. Pets are very relaxing, and it can help to reduce your heart rate, relax your anxiety. Let the babies help you as you breathe. Trying to find an elongated inhale, an elongated exhale. Trying to push your breath past its normal breathing pattern, getting that deeper inhalation, that deeper exhalation into the breath. Once we're ready, we're going to lengthen up tall, bend the knees, rest the knees to the side, pull the body up into our comfortable seated position. Whatever works on the body today, shoulders resting. Let's inhale and lift the heart. Exhaling down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, resting. Do one more breath. Inhale, tall. Exhale, down. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me.